All right, everybody, Darren Becker. First place, Darren Becker. So we're going to get started here in a minute. For some reason, we're the phone service right now.
Look at this little guy.
Right now we got full bars. Full bars rolling. We got 2 bars. So we are waiting for everybody to come over from the other one. For some reason, I had to log off of that one in order to read the chats.
Sometimes you got to do this to do that.
And you got to do that. So that's where we're at right now. So we'll wait a few minutes, wait for everybody to get notified and all that kind of stuff. We got 7. It looks like, oh, now we got 17. Looks like you guys will be popping over here shortly.
What's up, Ramsey Country? John Jeffries.
What up, everybody? Got Kreiderman
John Kreiderman.
I can tell Kreiderman thing because he's got the green little circle and a long name.
Yes, you can always tell it's Kreiderman.
Hope you're ready for that match, John.
What's up, Ranger 10?
Hey, we need to get that ammo. If you got that ammo, we got to zero that rifle and we got to figure out which one shoots the best.
What's up, Grinding Dust? And Brian T.
Brian
What
T's
the
out there.
heck?
What the hell?
Ray got a haircut. Yes. I can only go long for so long.
That's right.
It's killing me.
I actually got a haircut today as well. Feels
No,
good.
we did not know each other were getting haircuts.
No, we didn't.
I was at work.
I was getting a haircut.
He was getting a haircut.
LZ USA's out there hitting steel, California.
17 in the other chat room. Yeah, it wouldn't let him get into the other chat
Won't
room.
let me get over there. So
I commented and told them to come on over here, so hopefully they'll come on over.
we'll give them a few minutes, let everybody show up. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We are having fun. This place is coming along.
It is coming along nicely.
Ray was pretty excited. He got to use the backdrop. I made it all professional for him. And you guys can see right here. Soon. I got a couple things coming. Actually, I don't know if even Ray even knows about this. I got some inline fabrication press mounts for it.
Nice.
So I got 3 different ones, and I got one set up for. They're the quick attach ones, so you can change them and move them around.
Yep.
Got one for.
John Kreiderman got a haircut as well.
Did
See,
he?
we had to
It's
get a haircut
day.
before we go shooting.
What the hell is it?
We don't want to show up at our matches all
Must be
shaggy.
haircut day. But yeah, I'm pretty excited because I'll be able to switch those out, quick disconnects, put them on wherever we're basically reloading, and that'll be kind of nice. So those should be coming probably in another week. Actually ordered, I got to use my 50% certification that I won at the last match for the Vortex. So I got a which one do I got? 59 coming. The reticle
The H59, the
Yep.
horse, the H59, correct.
So that'll be nice. It's the Razor HD. And it was expensive, but at least it was half off, so that makes it kind of nice.
Darren Becker asked if I have access to purchase the KGM R6 or R65. No, I haven't. I don't know if I will order one of those or have access to them. It's a suppressor. I don't know much about it, but
What
I don't
shoe
know.
makes it?
I guess I probably could.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never
I
know.
didn't want my hair to get in my eyes. Hey, John, and we need to get that ammo so we can zero that rifle. I don't know if you ended up picking it up, but sometime between now and Friday, because you're going to not have any data. And you got to have dope or you're going to definitely not hit targets.
What's up, Otter? And then Joaquin says, remember, G-Code has 20% off.
I use that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm
I
a
saved,
huge fan of their products, and
I saved like $80.
yeah, you just have to
that.
be patient with them because if it's not in stock, it'll take about a month before you get it. But they do make some of the best holsters and some of the best gear around.
Yep. Did he say the code again?
Because
they got-
it was like, give me 20. Give me 20 was the code.
And it's all one word, or all together. So give me 20. And that saved me 80 something bucks last night. So that was pretty cool. I ordered that thing like at 1 o'clock, 1 o'clock at night. And I'm glad. I appreciate that. Who was that had done that? Joaquin?
Yeah, it was Joaquin.
Yeah. Thanks, Joaquin. Yeah, I was actually looking at that stuff last week, and didn't get a chance to order it. So that actually helped out a lot.
Drian Nell says, do we shoot in any of the northern states? I would say no. I'm usually shooting somewhere on the East Coast.
Yep.
Middle of the country or out west. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, see, this year we did quite a bit. We did Utah, we did New Mexico, South Carolina a couple times.
Ranger 10mm asks, what powder measure is this?
This is the
This
FX.
is magic.
I have 2 of these. One's at Ray's house right now. It's the FX 300i. And the reason why I went with the 300i over the 120 was it was the exact same price. They had this Facebook deal going on, and I'm like, why not? And all it is it'll hold, instead of 120 grams, it'll hold up to 300 grams of powder.
Grams.
Grams.
It's grams.
Grams. So ended up going with the 300s. They were the same price as, so something you'll notice different is I'm running the tricklers in the back. The reason for that is the other one's...
See this, guys? It will auto feed.
The other one's going right here. Look at you controlling all my shit.
You actually control it with your phone. So you can actually put in there what the target grain weight is, and what you can't see is
let's get some powder. Let's have some fun.
Let's go ahead and show you, because this is really awesome. Now,
let me show you something.
We have Fire Marshal Bill here.
Which powder should I use?
It doesn't matter.
I know.
So what we're going to do is we're bringing the camera in close. If you haven't seen one of these yet, and like I said, Rick's got 2 of these.
We're going to use H4350. Stuff's like gold right now.
And we're going to bring this in so they can see the back and what's going on here. So, guys, you'll enjoy this if you haven't seen one of these before.
These things are awesome.
All right, we're going to have to disconnect the power. Is your phone charged?
There's a plug right here. There's plugs all over the place thanks to Kreineman. This is the first time this one has had powder in it, so this whole, if you guys are new to the channel, this whole basement down here has been restructured into turning it into over here, that piece of wood is not going to be there. That's going to be the YouTube studio for doing the live stuff.
And this will have Gallotech wall panels.
Yeah, that's going to be all rifles and pistols on that wall. Over here, you guys kind of can see this is where Ray was shooting live earlier. But this is all cabinets with powder, primers, and all your reloading supplies. Then there'll be reloaders here. And over here. You can kind of see this one's just set up. It's a Redding single stage press, but got some other stuff coming. Over this way is this is actually the cleaning area where you'll clean all your rifles. Got the bore scope and the rods over there and that kind of stuff. Not officially done yet. So if you're new to the channel, it's a lot of stuff going on. DW just gave me 10 bucks. Thanks, appreciate it. But let's have some fun. We'll let Ray run the system. But here's what we got. So one thing I did do is when we ordered this, I ordered 2 of these, but I ordered 4 tray cups. Reason for that is the way we were reloading at Ray's house is we had 2 cups of the same exact thing. So as you're pouring one in, the other one's filling up.
Those are glass, not plastic.
These are glass. So with 2 machines, we're running 4 of these. So this thing right here centers the cup. And let me go ahead and zero it zeroed. Let's do what, 40 grains?
All right, guys, so what you can't see really well is in the back of this, you have a trickler. So it is like the trickler that you probably learned how to reload with.
It's right here.
And it is all automated. So what we're going to do is we have this app on the phone here. And we're going to go ahead and shoot for a typical, this is H4350. If we're shooting 6.5 Creedmoor, you're probably going to have a load somewhere around 41 grains. So I'm going to put on here 41.0. So that's going to be the target that we're looking for. Now, when I hit start on this, that is going to set the target. This is going to throw into the cup, and that will auto trickle in the rear. Here we go.
And now everything's empty right now. The hoppers are empty, so.
So it's at 35.12, and just because we just reloaded it, the thrower is going in there right now, and it's filling this up.
There we go.
So that's it. It's done. And what we'd have to do is, like I said, your first setups when you do this, the first time this has ever had powder in it.
This is empty, yeah.
We're going to pretend we've just thrown our load. And you put it back in there. I don't have to do anything else. As soon as it hits 0.
See, and it's low, so this needs to be tweaked a little bit.
Yeah, so right now it's too low, and we're throwing 41.18. So what we would need to do is adjust that. It only takes just a second to do it, because it's actually overthrowing this by 0.18 grains. let's see here. I'm trying to read the comments. Does it automatically go back to 0? Yes.
So hit.
Don't hit auto cycle.
No, I'm not. I want to pause it.
You just hit that again.
All right, so here we go. It's canceled, right?
Yep.
Let's do this. Let's get to 0. So you guys, the sensitivity on this thing, and we kind of showed it in the past, when you blow wind across it, that's how sensitive it is. Put in 40.82. See, what I want to do is I want to drop in. I need to bring this down a little bit. So what we got to do is we got to figure out where we want to be here on the first initial drop. So let's just say,
What do you want?
we'll just go ahead and let it drop. So like just call it 41 grains and we'll see what it is real fast.
All right, 41 grains. Here we go.
So we'll tweak with this first. So 35.
Now, guys, this phone is not plugged in. I just have this on a charger pack. It'll do all this wirelessly.
Okay,
So we're at 41.20.
So I'm going to go a little more. I need to figure out why it's over right this second. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet? This is what happened to the first one. We got to get this angle right. Right now it's we have it so it's falling way down. So let me go like this.
Okay, so I'm going to make this a little more interesting. So guys, what we did is, for those that watch my channel, I use an OHAS, it's a diamond scale. And the resolution on it is unlike any other scale that I've ever used. And we did compare the AMD 300, the FX 300, to mine. The worst that it was off was 1 kernel. Okay, so 1 kernel up or down was the only difference. Now, this was the first time this has ever been set up.
It's not even set up
It's
yet.
not even set up yet, and that's why it's throwing just off on that error.
Okay, so we're at 0. So we're at 35. We want to be, if we're going to try to get to 41 grains, I want it to be dropping like at 39.5-ish, something a lot closer. Now this is going to be accurate because before the tube of the trickler was pointed down, so it was just dumping it out. You can see, no, you can't see because
We moved it, yep, sorry.
we moved it. So now
So
we're,
right now, the target was 41.0 grains.
so right now we're at 40.98, 41.
Done. There it is.
So right there is
41 grains.
this thing. The reason why you got to spend big money is to get accuracy within your scale. If you want accurate, standard deviation to be nice and small, extreme spread to be nice and small. So now it's set up. So it'll do it. Now what we want to do is still turn that up so it'll drop more.
So it'll drop closer to it, so there's less time.
So there's
of it
less
counting,
of this
guys.
going. Yeah. Well said. You can hear it slowing down.
Somebody said, "Is your next video going to be about Elfster?"
No, but this was one of the reasons. Actually, Elfster is the one that told me about the deal on Facebook. So got to give big shout out to Todd over at Elfster's Rifle and Reloading. But now we're at 1. It's going to drop another grain. It's going to be within 2 thou.
Well, it was.
Okay. Until I said something. That's what kind of luck I got. I almost got Matt P luck. See, there's that 2.
Yeah, it's 2/10 off, and it's probably from me landing on this cabinet. All right, so we're boring them now, so
But
just
that's
so they
it.
can see it.
That is that. I'm going to turn this damn thing on. But that is how that works. Let's get back to BS mode. Have some fun. On this channel, you're going to have a lot. You can have fun. We're going to learn some stuff, but we're also going to enjoy life. Not be as serious as a buddy I know.
Who?
And we're going to have fun. Ray's actually got... Let me turn this off. Ray's got a Razor Gen 3 coming up for review. I think you had that, what, 4 months, 3 months?
I've had this for a few months, and so guys, this is, and I will do a full review of this, but if you haven't seen it, if you're into 3-gun or anything like that, or if you're just looking for a good 1 to 10 optic, this thing is pretty darn solid. So it is 5 Vortex, it is the Razor Gen 3, and it is a 1 to 10. It is a first focal plane scope. So I have run this in 2 matches now, and it is probably one of my most favorite scopes for a low power variable optic. Okay, I have run the Night Force NXS the NX8, and honestly, as much of a Night Force guy as I am, I think this is a better optic for a multitude of different reasons. Somebody says you need to put a couch in here. So when you open it up, you're gonna have your owner's manual card slid into here, another one in here, which I had taken out before. Of course, you get the Vortex sticker and this, and I did pay for this. This was not given to me by Vortex or anything like that. And when you open this, you've got this little protector card here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this scope out, and as with most of the Razor HD products, it's going to be that bronze color, okay? And one of the things I do like about it is,
this box is heavy.
It does have capped turrets. I'm a huge fan of that, okay? So they do have a rubber gasket around it, and one of the things that I like about it, unlike like the Night Force NX8 or the NXS, is you only had 2/10 graduations. The older Razor HD 1 to 6 only had 2/10. This actually has 1/10 graduations. Very easy to reset the 0. You just unscrew that Allen, lift your cap, and reset it. So windage and elevation does come with the throw lever. So the throw lever comes in the box, and it is a 1 to 10. Very generous eye box. One of the things that the Razor HD 1 to 6s are very, very known for is that big, generous eye box. And you guys can see the end here. And hold on, you put the box up on me. Believe it or not, it actually comes with this funky sunshade here. So it is a unique look because you are extending it so much, but it's really hard to find any type of low power variable optic that that has the sunshade on it. So this will, if you're shooting directly into the sunlight, it is going to help quite a bit. It is robust. It's heavy. You know you've got a good quality scope here. My biggest complaint about this, guys, is Vortex just doesn't seem to understand that we all like flip-up covers, not this thing that comes in a shipping box. And regardless of whether you're buying the Razor HD, the 4.5 to 27, it comes with this little thing that's supposed to be a lens protector or something. I really wish they would just send some Butler Creeks or something like that. I don't get it. All right, let's see here. So, very thrilled with the scope. It has great illumination. We're talking about daytime illumination, and I don't care how bright the sun is, you're going to be able to see this. Let me try to get this set up for you guys. See if I can do this. Let's see here. I don't know, this is always impossible to do on a live chat, but
but it's fun watching.
we're gonna try, all right?
How steady. It's like the game Operation. Can you get
It's
it?
Operation.
Oh, there's the light.
So you guys see that dot? It's just insanely bright.
Especially at daytime, it's a
great
dot.
The thing is, it doesn't have a BDC reticle. It actually has a mil reticle in here, and it's just very clear. The numerals are kind of funky. They're kind of open numerals, and what I like about the circle or the dot in the middle is it's almost translucent. So when you put it on a target, even if it is larger than the target itself, you'll be able to see the target underneath the center circle. Swarovski does the exact same thing with like their Z6i and their Z8i. It's just a good, clear piece of glass. It does have a ranging feature at the top in the 12 o'clock position. And what's up, Todd Elfster?
Elfster, I saw your comment earlier. I commented on Ray's phone about taking the tray out and weighing it. So
yeah, but guys, if you're looking for one of the better optics out there, this is a great optic. It's going to run, I think MSRP or street price is around $2,000. I think they can be had for about $1,600 or $1,700, somewhere in that price point. They're just difficult to come by right now.
What's amazing is how you don't even see when you're using that optic, or even the 1 to 6. It's like there's no edge. Yeah.
Yeah, the edges disappear.
It's pretty crazy. I just picked up a Diamondback. It's a 6 to 24. And I'm pretty impressed with it. It's got the EBR2C reticle. It's on that rifle there. I wish I could show the weights and all that stuff that we put on there. I turned the Ruger RPR into a freaking NRL, basically 22X rifle for this match. So I'm staying in production, and I'm running the due to the mount that the rifle has to be and scope. It has to be under $1,500. I was able to pick up the Diamondback, so I'll be running the same reticle as I would have with the HD. So that'll be a little bit better. The one thing I don't like about it, if you guys aren't familiar, or maybe you are familiar with that Diamondback, is the turret, which it's a mil reticle, which I like, but it only goes to 5, where the Razor HD goes all the way to 10. So there is no zero stop-ish, kind of there is, but there isn't. But knowing on the rotation, it's not like it pokes out and tells you that you're one full rotation out.
So John Kreiderman said he wishes he had covers for his Vortex scope on a 6.5. You can get those at Sportsman's Warehouse, I believe.
That's where
they usually keep
they're
them in stock.
They're expensive though,
but they're very pricey.
It's like, holy crap! This thing's a tiny piece of plastic with some rubber on it. It's like they're what's the word they say? What do you say when they're very
proud?
They're very proud. Yeah, they're very proud of those scope covers, but they work really good. So between Utah's Moon Dust, where else did I shoot? Oh, the Tika in South Carolina, the Unknown Sniper Match. You know, the covers work great.
Yeah. So DW asks, does Primary Arms make something that is similar to this? And I am going to answer that and say yes, and it is a great option. Price point's going to be up there though. It is the Primary Arms Platinum 1-8. It is not a 1-10, but a 1-8 is a great option. I've actually had a chance to use and shoot that scope quite a bit. It is heavy. It does feel very robust like this one, but you're going to be in that above $1,000 range. So it is a good optic. I have used it and I have no issues with it.
They make great scopes. They really do.
Yeah.
I think you just got done with a review on that one, didn't you?
I did. Are you out of production class with a Strike Eagle? Which Strike Eagle?
Strike Eagle's a model. It's kind of upper. It's about a $900.
Oh no, you're talking about from PRS?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Strike Eagle by Vortex that he's asking about, if it's the one that's like a 6-30, the Strike Eagle, not the 1-8. The 1-8 and the older 1-6, that was a 3-gun scope. I think he's asking about PRS or NRL type things. What we got on the information for the match this weekend, the Rimfire match, was the total of your rifle plus optics cannot exceed $1,500 in order to stay in production class.
And it has to be in
Now,
production.
it has to be a modern day rifle. So you technically can't use a CZ455 because it's discontinued. You'd have to be shooting a 457. You cannot change the chassis out. It has to have the original chassis.
Correct.
And the scope has to be MSRP. So by adding those two together, nothing else matters. You can change the trigger. You can put an Arca rail on it if it doesn't have it. You can put a bipod.
Weights.
But it is the rifle plus the optic, $1,500 or less for this weekend's match.
That's a good question. For the DMR match, the Vortex 1-8 or the Loophole?
Okay, so
The only
give me
budget
just a
from
minute.
Swamp Fox.
Vortex 1-10 reticle or Leupold Mark 6 1-6 for a DMR rifle. Okay, so Shibal Siki, I actually have both of those scopes, and I will tell you, there's a DMR match coming up in December, middle December, and I will be shooting it. It's out to 800 yards. Most of the engagements are going to be inside of 800, and then pistol shots out to 200, but typically they're going to be inside of 100. I will be shooting the Mark 6 1-6. What? The way I close my eyes?
It's like you close your eyes and all the answers are there.
I have to read them. They're on the back of my eyelids.
How do you tattoo the inside of your eyelid?
It's very difficult.
It's
the way I concentrate.
Amazing. Oh, grasshopper! I must concentrate.
Okay, so something for you guys. We put a video out there, and he made a comment like that, and someone said we were being racist. And the thing is, okay, I am part Asian. I embrace that. If he makes that comment to me, I don't look at it as racist.
He's cheating.
It's fun, you know. It's it's who I am. You know, that's what I said. One of the commenters said something about it. I said, if somebody calls me slant out Asian, well, you know what? They're telling the truth. I can't fault them for that. I'm all about the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
Right?
The truth.
The
will
truth
set you
hurts.
free.
That's right.
Or
So-
it'll hurt too as well.
Yeah, I don't take that personally. It's who I am. You know.
That's right. Like if you called me a dick.
Oh, we know that's true.
Or an asshole.
Yeah. Okay.
Shocker.
All right, so I love the Vortex 1 to 10, but if it's a true DMR match, one of the things that I like is a true DMR is typically going to have full-size IPSC targets for shoulder width and height. You have a lot of subtensions in there. Even though there's one in the Vortex at the top 10 o'clock position, the BDC is going to make it a whole lot faster. What?
He said call it a heads-up display. When you close your eyes,
Yep, I got it right here.
like RoboCop. If you guys haven't seen Ray being RoboCop on our R Square,
Oh,
you got to get over there.
don't send him over there.
Come
that
on
channel,
over.
I'm going to kill that channel.
No.
All right, so what length Arca rail did you use for the RPR22?
What Arca rail? That was the Area 419.
12 inch.
12 inch.
Now that
That's
does
the-
extend, doesn't it? Or is it flush? I made the mistake of ordering like the 8 inch,
I got it
and
right
it's
here.
too short. He's going to look.
It's perfectly the right.
It is the exact same length as
It's
the
a
Ruger
handguard.
RPR, and I think that's a 12 inch. You have a tape measure. Let's not give them bad information.
It's a 12 inch.
You sure?
Yeah, I measured it before.
Okay, so it is a 12 inch Arca Swiss rail from Area 419. Big shout out to those guys, you know, John and Craig. Those guys have been just a
Where
huge
can I
help.
find
I can't
the
say
mic?
enough good about stuff about them.
Oh, I was going to say, what's up?
Mike
That's
STI.
STI.
So, Rick
Where the hell are they? They're over
just
here.
got a brand new knife.
Come on down.
Compliments of somebody that happened to have one.
I didn't get a complimentary knife.
No, it wasn't. No, it was compliments of finding him one because they've been unavailable. What I'm going to tell you is just be patient because the SOCOMs were offline for quite a while. So
wham.
he asked if he knew where I could get, or he could get a SOCOM Auto
That's the one.
partial serrate, and I actually had
Bam!
this in my trunk. I had it in my trunk.
He had it in the
And
trunk.
so Rick just purchased this, and you guys know that I don't go anywhere without mine. 20 years. That's 20 years of carry right
20
there.
years.
And this is the only knife I will carry, pretty much.
LUDT. Dun dun
He
dun.
needs to start carrying this.
A good buddy of mine gave me that
So,
one.
Mike STI, just be patient. They are starting to trickle in.
Oh, here we go. Here's the live version. That was kind of a crazy day. The Ultratech.
Here you go.
I love Microtech. Microtech's got the best damn knives around. So there's that one. I got a few in the collection. But one of my favorite ones. This one split a bullet. There's the bullet. If you haven't seen that video, guys, you got to check it out. That's the bullet. I want a whale shark. And this one is the rescue version. Love that one. Tonto blade, stainless, or washed.
Motorboater said his name is actually Exling.
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 Exling, long
That's
time.
X-ray. See, and I think that's funny. I don't
That
take
is
offense
funny.
to that. I think that's honest.
That's just good
Be
shit.
honest, Ray. You're operating like Biden with a display. Oh hell no! Don't even. You can't even say my name with his name in the same sentence.
He
What
just
the
did.
hell?
He just
You're
did.
not supposed to do that.
That ain't nice.
So you're not going to find anything online, Mike 21 STI. And I do know that Charles Tiffy gets a shirt, and I know you get 2 hats, which they just shipped from California.
Yep.
So when those hats get here, you'll be getting the Microtech and the
I got
X-Ring
so
hats.
screwed up now.
Robo Ray. Let's see.
You know what? I'm gonna carry this knife today. Today, I'm carrying the SOCOM.
Why is the Arca Swiss rail system desired for PRS versus the 1913 rail system, PIC rail? Drew Bradley,
about
excellent question.
Another
excellent question.
another inch of flat surface. When you, that's my answer.
No,
But
that's,
when you
that's,
go
the, that's the wrong answer. Don't listen to
no,
this
this
guy.
is my answer.
That's the wrong answer.
What the hell's? Oh,
Okay.
besides all that shit.
No, forget this. Okay, so here's the reason, guys, and the question is this. Why are so many PRS guys using an Arca Swiss rail over just using the 1913 full Picatinny on the bottom? And the reason is this, okay? Number one, he says it's a wide bearing surface, which could play a little bit of part in it, but once you're clamped on a 1913, you actually have plenty of stability. The beauty of it is when you put it on, and I don't have the really right stuff here, when you put it on here, if I need to change the balance point, I can release and just slide forwards or rearwards. I can do the same with my tripod or bipod. On a 1913 rail, you have to detach it, move it rearwards or move it forwards. Whereas if I get on a stage and let's say I'm on a 5-gallon bucket and that's all I have, 5-gallon bucket, I could literally take the bipod, loosen, slide that rail all the way back and purchase my hand and the bipod on that 5-gallon bucket. That's why it's so desirable, in my opinion. Also, the ability to be able to attach different things like a rail exchanger, or like Coltac has. I remember what the name of the bracket is called, but you can attach bags to the bottom of it just a whole lot easier. That is going to be my answer for why everyone uses the Arca Swiss. Arca Swiss is nothing new. It's been used in photography for a long time.
Why do you get 2 answers and I only got 1?
Oh, shit. Dropped my phone.
Drop my phone.
You never know what's going to happen live here.
What up, Andrew? How you doing, buddy? How are you? We're having some fun in the Isyour6covered Global Productions Man Cave.
Sorry, I had to take a very, very important... I almost ate it.
It's a good thing you don't drink. You would have never pulled that off. Jagaki's out there.
Nick Knox watching from a rooftop in Korea.
Yeah. The rooftop Koreans.
What's up, Mr. Gun Guy? So, Andrew Gun Guy, someone was asking where they can get a Microtech manual. And I know that he was able to just get one, so big kudos to him for that. You just got to be patient. Search around. They're just now starting to come out again.
Yeah.
Elfster said, looks like I stole one of your FX300s. Doesn't look like you're getting it back.
No, not happening.
No, not happening. What's up, Scribble?
Whoa.
Dang, appreciate it, Con.
Connie, appreciate it. Roger that.
She-Ball-Sicky says, does Proof only make 2 barrels a day? Seems like it's a couple more months every time I check my back order.
Man, I don't know.
You know, I don't want to be shaming anyone right now, but I will tell you, I did call Proof yesterday, left a message, and I've still not gotten a call back. And this is in regards to a rifle that was a custom build that they built. We're talking, actually I reviewed it on the channel for just a moment. It was the Proof Conviction, and I have not gotten a call back from them. So I understand they're probably very, very busy. There's a lot of companies not still operating in full capacity because of COVID and whatnot. I'm not making excuses for them because I'm expecting this call back, and it's very important. So I don't know what's going on with them right now.
I have a question out there. I had given away a UTX 85, the single edge, the one I did the torture test on, where I drug it through the thing and cut all the wood. And I actually just found the box for it. So if you were the proud winner of this one, which is the...
You giving that one away?
No, this is already... I already gave it away.
You already gave it away?
I didn't have the box, though.
That's the one we drug behind the Ranger.
Yeah, we did a bunch of torture testing on it. We've done a lot of torture testing on Microtech knives and different ones for sure. But if you are the one that did receive the win on the blue one, let me know and I'll send you the box, because you should have the box with it. Moving all my stuff from one house to another, I'm finding stuff that, you know how it works. It's like, hell, I
Hunter asks, benchmark barrels, good, yes or no? I don't know. I've never owned a benchmark. I've owned a lot of barrels. Douglas, Lilja, Schillen, Obermeyer, Proof, Kriegers, Bartlands, and I've used those. I've shot them in competitions through all different types of disciplines, but I've never had an opportunity to shoot a benchmark. Or Brooks. I hear a lot about Brooks barrels. I know a lot of guys shoot those. Isn't that what Eric Cortina shoots? Isn't he Brooks barrels?
That sounds right.
Yeah, so I don't know. Mike 20 STI, starting rumors. Rick is giving away the SOCOM tonight. I don't think so.
I just got the damn thing. No, but we are going to be doing a torture test on a knife coming up.
Yeah, Ramsey Country says they are big in the bench rest shooting. Pretty sure. So yeah, I'm sure if they're using it in bench rest, it's probably a good barrel.
That, and I think he's an F-class shooter too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
He's been shooting PRS style matches though. And you know what's getting him? Positional shooting. He says it on there. I'm not talking about Ramsey Country, I'm talking about Eric.
Yeah, positional shooting changes the game, guys,
It
because
goes
you're
from-
going from
Thinking you know how to shoot to
yeah,
holy shit.
yeah. That's something you can practice, and this is the thing: is shooting rimfire matches. You'll get my SOCOM Elite when you pry from my kid cold dead hands.
That's right.
I know you're recovering, Andrew. A long, long week. Ray, what is that rear bag you're using for PRS? You've mentioned it before, but forgot to write it down. So, Dree and Nell, I use a multitude of different bags. Typically, the bag that I'm going to have is either a Sandsock Gear for a rear bag, and those are lightweight. You can get them in multiple sizes.
3 sizes.
And it's Sandsock Gear until I start bringing my own out.
Yeah.
Right now I'm trying to contract to get certain fill. I'm looking at a fill material that somebody else is a distributor for, but that's what I'm using. I usually use tab gear on the rear bag when I'm looking for a heavy bag on the rear, and it's more of a prone position. And that's actually one of the ones that I have here.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that one's attached.
So this tab gear bag is very, very heavy. And guys, it is very important you learn how to use a rear bag. You know, these straps aren't here just for throwing stuff on. You guys probably know it. But putting your hand in here, this is going to go under your right arm, and you can squeeze it or release. And then if you have a high position, rotate to the other side. You have a larger one here, and that's for a higher position. I usually have some way of tethering this to the back of the rifle.
What did she say? Did she have a question?
Or on my gear.
Nice program, very interesting. Thanks, Connie. We're doing this all the time. That's the thing that a lot of people from your channel, Ray, they don't know that there's a lot of stuff that goes on this side.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he's doing a live chat like every night.
Yeah. For the most part, I try to hit it right around 9 o'clock Eastern time. Gives people a chance on the West Coast to get home and eat dinner and that kind of stuff. But
yeah, I actually have
bag.
I have a couple of these. One is just a full coyote. This one I've actually had since about 2015. The coyote one I picked up in like 2016. This has shot a lot of matches with me. It is a little heavy, but it's a good solid bag.
That'll make you, not that bag, but a rear bag will make you 100 times more stable and definitely help with those groups for sure.
Connie says, 2 great looking guys and you like guns.
Yeah, Connie.
We appreciate
that.
What is that rear bag? Okay,
especially as we're getting old.
Okay.
We're getting old, Connie. Well, I don't know if you call it old. We're getting wiser, I guess.
So Drew Bradley asks, X-Ring, in the last scope review, you talked about the stiffness of the adjustment dials. Would that be a good case for a clip-on large diameter wheel, 2-inch diameter to 2.5-inch diameter?
Are you talking about on the parallax?
On the parallax adjustment, some people call it a focus knob, but on the parallax adjustment on the primary arms, it is rather stiff. So using something that can torque that wheel a little larger would definitely help because it is rather stiff. With gloved hands, it's next to impossible. Eric Ramsey Country says yes. Eric Cortina does shoot Brooks barrels. He has 3 getting barreled now.
Something to get a drink. Appreciate you guys. There was a question out there. I think it was Daniel. I'm having trouble reading it. He's got the phone. You can see that the drywall is not finished here. I'm waiting for the plumber to get rid of that water pipe. So
Scribble says, I'm not one for giveaways, but I will absolutely trade you some barn kittens for some Microtech swag.
Oh, man. Who doesn't want barn kittens? Jeez.
And I don't know who's... I don't know Scribble, but is this Scribble in Inman, South Carolina? If it is, let me know. Sandsock is out of business. Are they out of business? I don't know how because they were always selling bags.
Yeah.
They were always behind.
What do they want? They want swag?
Yeah.
I do got some swag.
Okay, so he does have some Microtech swag.
Let me make sure. Let me see. Let's do a hat giveaway.
All right, so here we come. Microtech hat.
Microtech hats?
Or something.
I don't got
No, sorry, he doesn't have Microtech. He's going to do other swag. He was asking about Microtech swag.
Oh, he wants Microtech swag. I don't have any Microtech swag.
No motorboater. You cannot remove any filling. What you've got is what you got, so you're not going to be able to change the density of that bag. Okay, so Jakaki asks, curious, your thoughts on common laser IR devices, the MAL, the D-Ball, the A3, PEC, leaning A3. So I run a PEC, and for night vision, The PEC does everything I need it to do. The Steiner, I've heard really good reviews on the D-balls. And guys, if you're truly running night vision, you're running nods, you're running a helmet, you're going to want some type of laser aimer and some type of illuminator on there. It's going to make the world of difference. Ray, where can you buy an Mdi Shirts? I can actually pick one up at the Microtech store. They actually have one down the road here. It is their only location that's open to the public, and they have all the Microtech swag as far as knives there. So if it's something you're interested in, just hit me up on an email and we'll get it worked out.
All right, so I'm going to give away one hat. So I sell a lot of different hats, but today I'm going to give away, I'll let you guys pick whoever the winner ends up being. So we got the Precision Long Range Social Distancing. It's a trucker's hat. Okay, so beautiful stitching. You can see how great the quality is with the bolt and all that stuff. Huge shout out to Tim Davis for helping me get that logo all done. And then I have what I call...
Oh, red.
I have what I call the Patriot hat. And this is a red, white, and blue. You can see it is a flex fit. So it's a flex fit hat. And this is the
Skull says Bailey Elk out. What kind of dog does Ray have? That was good.
That was good. That was somebody won. It was probably him. Something back in the day. We were giving away something, and that was one of the questions. So let's do. So whoever the winner is will get to pick from this one or the social distancing one.
While he's thinking about that, Scribble made a comment. He says, DW, in my experience, Faxons have been hit or miss. I know I said it earlier, but I found proof well worth the wait. I do want to touch in on this. And guys, I never embellish anything. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know it. I've been to Faxons facilities. I've been through their entire machine shop and everywhere else. Unbelievable company, good group of guys. You cannot compare a Faxon to a proofed barrel, okay? It's not what they do. They make good quality barrels. They make good AR barrels, but I would not say it is going to be a precision rifle barrel, okay? Plain and simple. More information on that, but I can't talk about it, but I can tell you that you're looking at, you're comparing apples and oranges, okay? You're looking at something that's really more of a combat use, decent, you know, all-around barrel, something that's a precision, hand-lapped barrel. That's the difference, okay?
Apples, oranges?
It is apples to oranges, it really is.
All right.
Even though Faxon makes a good barrel, it is not a proof.
So do you want to ask a question, or do you want me to ask a
No,
question?
you do whatever you need to do.
All right.
I don't know what question I could possibly ask. Scribble. Is this the same Scribble that I know?
You already asked that.
No, I said Inman. He said Greenville. But is this the same Stribble? Is it that? Are you the same one? Because if so, then I'll get it with you later on your other question. The name of the backpack. It is used by a lot of special operations guys. It's called Mystery Ranch. Mystery Ranch, okay? They are not inexpensive, but it is some of the best quality backpack one of the best quality backpacks you'll ever buy.
That's the one I carried in Utah for 3 days.
Yep.
It was a good backpack, for sure.
All right, so I'm going to be quiet for a minute, and we'll let him
Okay, so I got to come up with a good question. I'll do something that's fairly recent, so some of you newer subscribers can definitely get a chance to win this one.
I'm being quiet.
There's 2 answers to this because I don't know the answer. It's one of the 2 answers. So the first one that says one of the 2 correct answers will be the one that gets it. How old was this barnwood that I put in for this brand new reloading setup? Okay, well, when the answer comes up, killing is killing.
Yeah, killing, boy. Okay, so hold on. Andy Nelson and +5.
Who was it?
Okay, so what I'm seeing here is
Andy Nelson.
Andy Nelson said 50 because I remember in a chat Rick said it was supposed to be a 100-year-old barnwood, but it might be 50 years old. That is what you said.
Yep.
And Andy Nelson answered 50, 45 Auto said 50, and Plus 5 said 100. John Kreiderman said 100.
All right, so Andy Nelson, congratulations on winning. First thing I need to know is which one of these would you like? And then I need you to email me and I'll try to send it out this week. So I need Patriot or black one. So I said 120, damn it. I know you were wrong though, Tim. You gotta be right.
Okay, while they're looking, let me answer another question.
Is there another question?
Yeah, so guys, I always, whenever I'm on a live chat or do a live chat, I try to answer all the questions because I know a lot of you guys are watching to
learn,
share the information. And the question was, is a rear bag a pump pillow? And what we're talking about, guys, if you're not familiar with it, this would be a rear bag. A pump pillow is about that wide and about that tall. If we were at my house, I've got a bunch of them there. I'm not going to say it's absolutely necessary, but you're going to lose points if you don't have one because they will put you in a position to where you have a high position here. Can they see it in this location? Okay, so
if I'll get this one out to you.
Let's say you are shooting this direction. You're in the ready position and you've got to fire around at 400 yards. And we go here. And you have to shoot off this bench top. Well, look at me, all right? What am I doing with this arm? It has nowhere to go. We can try to tuck it, but we can't get into here. If we get into here, now we're elevated too high. That pump pillow is going to fill that void and get you in a better position.
Right in here.
And it doesn't matter if you go to reverse kneeling or not. What you're trying to do is get as many points of contact as possible. In those positions, you're going to lose points. So you're going to want some type of pump pillow. Now, in most of your competitions, unless it is a sniper style match, PRS doesn't care if you share equipment, okay? So if I see this knucklehead over here and I'm like, hey man, do you mind if I use that rear pump pillow? 9 times out of 10, I'd say 10 out of 10 times, the guy's gonna be like, no man, help yourself. When I shot
it's a great community.
Yeah, when I shot the Hornady PRC match out in Utah, they had one stage where a guy had, it wasn't even a pump pillow, it was a pump bed. Okay, this thing was huge. This thing was like this big, okay?
You almost got me, fool.
And I was watching you. And basically, you could wrap it around yourself to get in this rock crevice, and it was solid. And when I saw these guys doing that, I was like, hey man, you mind if I borrow that bag?
You sure they don't call it a bean bag?
It was like a bean bag. So yeah, you definitely want some versatility, but guys, also, you do want to keep it simple. You can get to the point where you have too many choices for bags, and you're going to spend a lot of time trying to say, oh, well, do I want to put this extra rail changer on here? Do I want to put this on here? Most of your pro guys are going to be shooting with a Game Changer or a Reeser Precision style bag.
I've never used those. Armageddon.
Okay, let me answer this just a second. But keep it simple. But on a position like that, you can only keep it so simple. And if you've got a large rear bag, you want to use it. Fill the void. Okay, so Shebal Siki asked.
Sometimes a backpack will work too.
Yeah, you can use a backpack, whatever. You probably have one of those. Would you recommend the Armageddon Gear bags or just their suppressor covers?
Actually,
Armageddon Gear, Tom Fuller is the owner of Armageddon Gear, him and his wife, and super, super good people. I'm not going to say anything bad about them. They make a great product. I have some Armageddon Gear bags, and I like them a lot. I know that Armageddon Gear makes some great suppressor covers. As a matter of fact, if you get a Thunder Beast suppressor cover, it's marked Thunder Beast, but from Armageddon Gear. Yeah. So they do make great products. The bag is going to be a personal preference. You've got a lot of really good companies like Wiebad, W-I-E-B-A-D. You've got Tab Gear, you've got Armageddon Gear, you've got Coltac. You really want to take a look at all the bags and what they have to offer. What you're going to see most of the pro guys running are some type of waxed canvas bag. And what they'll do is they'll spray an adhesive on there so it's rather tacky, so that when you take a slick bag and throw it on a slick corner or object, it doesn't fall off. It actually grabs. That was purpose.
I know.
It'll actually grab and hold on to it.
Talking about suppressors, dun, dun, dun. Not officially mine yet. Still in jail. But the 22 takedown by Thunder Beast. What? You're laughing too much. It's gotta be good.
If you know how old Rick's wood is, you need to rethink your life choices.
But I'm excited. I got to shoot it the other day. I'll be shooting it Saturday for the match. So I'm all zeroed in with the Thunder Beast 22 takedown suppressor.
Thunder Beast is out of SN till the end of 2031.
Out of what?
It says out of SN. I don't know if it's
Serial
numbers to the end of 2031. I actually.
That's what he's saying. Is basically they're good to go for.
Yeah. So basically, I'm good friends with the guys over at Thunder Beast, Zach and Ray Sanchez, and I mean all those guys are super great guys. He actually got introduced to those guys at the match in New Mexico when we shot the Competition Dynamics match about a month and a half ago. And he got to see how super cool those guys are. We did have a chance to check out the new Dominus. And
yes, we did.
There
is new suppressors.
Their entire line has been revamped. The Ultra 7, the Ultra 9, the suppressors are all 1 ounce lighter and over an ounce lighter
2 decibels,
and
right?
2 decibels quieter across the board. So that's
and they
good
won't
news.
even tell you the new Ultra 7 is just an Ultra 7 and you end up with the new version.
Correct. You don't even know that you're getting the newer one. I will also be running a Thunder Beast Takedown 22 this weekend. They are still my all-time favorite precision rifle can.
That's if your voodoo shows up.
No, my voodoo will be here. It will be here Thursday.
Any bets? UPS?
Don't take that bet.
Who's,
I've got the tracking. You know, you
can
what?
track it anywhere you want until it hits the door, baby.
Yeah, but
let's have some fun.
Is it out of jail?
His
Okay,
is.
my stuff is not in jail, okay? Most of you should figure out from the channel and everything else, I do have an FFL SOT. I'm not a gun store.
There you go.
There you go. There's that. All right, so let's see. John Kreiderman says, I hope so. Let's see, he'll go to the hub if you change the delivery date. That's right, and I'll raise Cain. Because I have to get that thing zeroed.
I know.
Yeah, trying to go to a match the
I'm
day
just
before.
saying, the guy, this happens to us almost every time.
Yeah, okay, so remember I told you how I'm like...
So it's like, it's like... You can't,
wait. Squirrel on crack.
That's right.
All right.
So Friday, so it should show up Thursday, which will be about 6
That means it'll be here Friday at 5. And I'll have headlights on the truck in a cornfield getting zeros, and I will do it. Trust me.
He will do it.
All right. Okay, so yes, I am happy with all the CZs. It'll show up at 8 o'clock midnight. Yeah, there you go. I am happy with the CZs. However, the Voodoo is the pinnacle. It really is the pinnacle. You know, their patented system has really been shown to really work on their bolt action. And so when I had this opportunity to get this, and like I said, huge shout out to the guys at Area 419.
What's up, Gunfather?
Those guys enabled this to happen for me. So big shout out to Craig, Nathan, and John, those guys over there. And so they knew I had a match this weekend coming up, and they did everything they could to make sure I have it before the match. So big shout out to those guys. If you haven't ever checked them out, and you are into long range shooting or precision rifle shooting or PRS,
bolt guns, baby.
those guys are shooters and they understand what the needs are, and they have.
And I need my gun right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't call them and do that, but I have a good
I'm
relationship
saying they know what needs are. It's like, I got a match Saturday. Is there any way you can like fax this thing over to me?
Yeah, just fax it up. Just put it in my phone. Yeah, there you go.
Download it to my phone, please. Ah, man, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. I had to miss the first one that they've done, and I was at work. For some of you guys that don't know, I'm getting ready to retire from the fire service, 31 years. And I had a great time, but I'm done. I want to just shoot, have fun. And I fly back and forth from North Carolina to California. And I've been doing that the last 6 years, so that's almost over with. Silver Fox is in the house.
Motor says Coltac has gotten too much money from him over this year. Yeah, it's easy to spend a lot of money on this game, guys, and you don't have to. It just depends on what level of competitiveness you want to take it to. I mean, you can
It's
shoot
a
it with
deep,
RPR,
deep rabbit hole.
and you know, if you're good enough, you'll win the match. If you've done your positional shooting and everything else, you're going to beat the guys with the voodoos and all of that.
Yeah, you can do it all day long.
It's going to come down to the shooter, but dang, Silver Fox on here.
Yeah,
it is
Silver
past his
Fox.
bedtime.
Get your ass to bed.
Silver Fox is in the house. I can't believe you kept me up this late. Where do you go, guys?
What do you-
Where you
what-
go,
what?
guys? We're over here at Rick's
We're over at the
place.
All
right. Welcome to Walmart.
Oh man.
I have a Coltac suppressor cover OD green. Nice. Guys, I do want to give a shout out to a company and also to someone that's helped provide these to us. It is called Weka, W-E-K-A. I have not had an opportunity to do a review on it yet, but it is a silicone suppressor cover.
I've been testing
Okay.
the hell out of them.
So one of the viewers, Brian Duchesne,
Yep.
was gracious enough to send Rick one as well as myself one or two, based on the diameter of the suppressor. What I've noticed is, and guys, the reason you run a suppressor cover is not to look cool or anything like that. What happens is, after only a few shots, especially with like a 6.5 Creedmoor or something, what's going to happen is with this hanging out on the end of your barrel, you're going to get a lot of heat off of this suppressor, okay? So much so that it will burn you on touching it after about 8, 9, 10 shots, depending on the rate of fire. Well, what happens is when you place that in your line of sight, right below your scope, you're going to see all of this mirage. Now, a lot of you guys, yeah, and you guys are getting it, it's cutting down on the mirage, but it's so bad that your target will actually do this on you, okay? And you're like, oh, I'm just going to wait for it to cool down. And what will happen is when it's going through that, your target's not staying stationary. So a suppressor cover will mitigate a lot of that. But it still shows, especially once this thing gets hot. With higher rate of fire guns, something that's full auto rated, those 100% silicone suppressor covers, apparently you're not going to get it to the temperature to melt it, typically for most shooting, unless you're trying to burn down one with a belt fed.
Yeah, then you could probably get it to
I noticed,
smoke a little
and
bit.
Rick also noticed, that you don't see the mirage as much. Now, I want to do this on a test. I'm going to put a Tacticam 5.0 on it.
Yep.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a suppressor cover made out of material like this. This one right here is, let's talk about this for a minute too, so you guys are a little more knowledgeable on
That
it.
one's for a bolt gun.
All right, so if you guys look at this right here, that is a wool type material, okay?
It's actually,
Not all of them, go ahead and say it. Not all of
It's
them
a
will
heat-
have this, okay? Some of them will have, and if we were at my place, I'd show you, but some of them will have like a Nomex lining on the inside, and it's not going to be this. This is purposefully designed this way because a Thunder Beast suppressor is made out of titanium, and you're typically not wanting to get any of...
did you donate your hair?
Did I what my hair? Did I donate my hair?
Yeah, you know when people get a haircut.
All right.
I'm just reading the comments.
This is actually supposed to start
See?
smoking
Talking
or
about-
smoldering when you're reaching that temperature that is bad for the suppressor. A full steel can, you can use the Nomex lined ones, and you're fine on that. You'll just start melting those. So what I want to do is I want to shoot these suppressor covers, film the mirage, and then put the Weka silicone cover on it and see how it does. Now, silicone covers are not new. They've been out for quite a few years. I think, I don't think it was B&T, not Berger and Tomet, but there was another company, I can't remember the name, but they used to do them as well. It is a cost-effective alternative because you can get those for the $30 price range as opposed to $90. Some people like the cool look of this.
The
though.
bonus of the silicone ones is you do not have to worry about it falling off. These ones here,
They blow off all the time.
They they blow off all the time, but you gotta make sure. That's kind of the reason why this one is so scrunched up looking. When I put this one's for the Ultra 7, and in order to keep it from blowing off or falling off or whatever, you really gotta torque down on this on these things. So. But you have to worry about it. Silicone ones, you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, Gunfather Precision says same reason for the barrel band. If you guys aren't familiar with those, basically it's a piece of material that goes over the entire top of the barrel. And you'll see that in a lot of like Olympic type competitions where they're trying to get that mirage off from rising up into the line of sight. Okay, so barrel bands, but the problem is barrel bands are somewhat fragile. I would never think of running a barrel band in a match or some type of thing where I've got to go through brush or anything like that, because it's something that's going to snag off the rifle.
Probably even the portals.
Yeah, that's going to be probably more for positional style shooting, which I've done enough of that in a day, and I'm not going back to that. So,
You know what I got time of that. Bench rest also.
yeah, bench rest as well. My week of cover just shipped, coming from New Zealand, I think. Brian Duchesne commented on your Gray Man video about hopefully it'll get here soon. All right, nice to know,
cool.
Shibalsiki. That's awesome.
It works really well. Like, really well. It'll get warm to hot.
It says bench rest and F class use barrel bands.
Oh, F class
Yeah.
too. Yeah, I've never done F class, so I have no idea. I know, like, Precision, Gunfather Precision, he does a lot of that. Ramsey Country. Oh, Ramsey Country uses one too. Oh, bench your SF class is barrel bands a lot.
Guys, what I want you all
Thoughts on MDT?
hold on. What I want you guys to get out of this whole chat tonight is it really depends on the discipline you're doing. The beauty of, I think, Rick's channel and us being on here is we've done so many different type of disciplines, okay? So you'll have one guy that all he does is F class and nothing else. You have one guy, all he does is high power rifle and nothing else. We really try to do everything that's out there if possible.
Yeah.
Silhouette, small bore, high power rifle, PRS, ruck matches, sniper matches, pistol matches, 3-gun. And what you're going to learn from all
Sporting
this,
clay. I haven't
yeah,
done.
sporting clays, trap, 5-stand, all of that is, it's pulling the trigger. It's doing what we enjoy, and that's going out and shooting.
That's what I'm
But
talking
what you're going to learn about each one of the disciplines is almost all the equipment is very specialized. Okay, so you're never going to take, or you shouldn't take a high power rifle, being like NRA high power rifle competition, and take your 13 pound that has lead in it, lead in the buttstock, lead under the arm, the cuffs. You're not going to take that and go 3-gunning with it. So it's a different type of equipment. Okay, your optics are going to be different. Your bags are going to be different. Your pistol's going to be different. Some of them, like some of these sniper matches, allow red dots, and others say, nope, can't do that. You can't have a comp. You can only use sights, iron sights. It really depends. And I'm not one of those that like to do the same thing all the time. I think for me that's boring. I like to do a variety of things because I like to challenge myself, because it's a different type of discipline, and anytime I can expose myself to it, I'm making myself better or learning of what my weaknesses are.
That's the reason why I really like precision rifle stuff, because doing 3-gun, a lot of, before even YouTube, it was a lot of shotgun stuff, and I'm like, man, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like, you make this little bullet fly way down there and hit that little piece of steel.
And go tink.
Tink. Like, that's freaking cool.
All right, so now thoughts on the MDT. Met with a bunch of engineers and can't look past it, especially when I can use a Tikka T1 and T3 in the same chassis. Go, Rick.
It's a great option. The one thing I will tell you from experience is the MDT. Yeah, I know the rainbow.
No,
one.
I'm listening to
rainbow
Nick
one's
Knox.
coming up next. The adjustability, right? Being able to raise everything, increase it, decrease it, and length of pull and everything like that is obviously a positive thing for a stock. You can make it exactly how you want it. The problem with that is the little plastic nuts that go on top of the metal. They get caught up on stuff. They fall off, and you can't really torque those down using the plastic thing. Remember how I had one fall out?
Yep.
I had to go walk around and find the damn thing.
I do remember. I
So
lost one as well.
There's that. Now, I would say that I like the XLR chassis because of its simplicity when it comes to the rear portion of this chassis. Not as much stuff to hang up on, like straps and stuff. If I had all the bags, I could show you, but now people do it all day long. They use MDT chassis, and I think it's a great chassis as well, but I'm just saying those are the little things I noticed being able to use both rifles. I was like, that's a drawback.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest in my opinion on this. and it's going to hurt some people's feelings.
So
I'm
does
sure.
that mean? So does that mean that you've been dishonest the whole time?
Absolutely. No, no, what I mean is I'm not going to pull out any punches just because it's MDT and somebody might go back and tell them or whatever the case is. So on the 2223 Ackley Improved, I did order an MDT chassis. And I got it and I thought it was great. And it is great, but I did have a few complaints about the rear adjustment knob with the plastic covers that fell off. It also snagged on my ear pro with the lines that actually hold my ear pro in. And then I got to feel an XLR chassis. And coming from being around machine shops and things like that all the time, the MDT is nice, it's lightweight. I almost think you cannot compare an XLR like a Pro NV chassis to an MDT chassis, okay? That XLR, I'm putting it up here, even though the MDT is nice, and I know it's all about, you know, what you want to spend the money on and everything, but the money is pretty darn close. If you look at an MDT like an ACC chassis and compare it to, let's say, an XLR Pro chassis, the price point is going to be similar. But the quality, holy crud, it's just the XLR, I'm putting it this much higher than an MDT.
Quality-wise?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There is no...
I like quite a few things about it over the other one.
It feels like...
Looks-wise, if you wanted, like, just looks, you know, and kind of that whole skeleton
You
rear
have
stock,
no place to be talking about looks with a dang Rainbow Warrior
Skittles.
rifle.
Skittles vomit, baby. So
Where
if you
is that
guys
thing?
don't know,
Where is that thing?
It's over here. It's in the green bag. Keep going all the way to the end. If you guys don't know, ATF hydro dipped my my PRS rifle, right? So it's not hide in the weeds. It's not a sniper team matchy kind of rifle. This is a straight up competition rifle. He's getting it out. This thing is crazy ass looking. Now ATF Hydrographics just did a video when they painted my. You're gonna have to put it somewhere.
No, I'm just going to. This is a stock. That's all this is a stock, and I want you guys to see the color on that.
But see how skeletonized it is. See, that's kind of cool in somebody's opinion. But there's a lot of shit that you can hang, you can catch bags on. All these knobs right here. So. Now it's the Skittles Vomit. We're calling it the Skittles Vomit rifle. But the thing is an amazing rifle. Here, let me see the mag. So here's... That's the Skittles Vomit. This is a... why didn't you get the $100 Benjamin? That was... I thought that was stupid. I think this is better. Make it rain in here. Why didn't you get, let's see. We'll have to look at the options mentioned by commenters as well.
It does grow on a guy, just not sure if it's fungi or not.
Rick the Rattle Cam Warrior. Yeah, a lot of
Fruit Loop gun.
not Fruit Loops, Skittles Vomit. Skittles Vomit.
Toucan Sam.
Toucan Sam.
That's it. Looks like a
You know what?
unicorn
I might try
threw
to
up.
find, I either want to try to find, maybe you guys have these.
Nobody will steal it. Looks like a Tinker toy. You guys are killing me. He has to put up with this.
I gotta put up with this shit all the time. Thought the Rattle Cam looked better with the blue. Yeah, Fruity Pebbles. Yeah, Fruity Pebbles. I like Fruity Pebbles.
Bam Bam.
All right, let's move on. That's the reason why I haven't been shooting that rifle.
That's why he doesn't allow me on his chats much anymore.
Talking about my...
The XLR looks like a Bergara LRP. So,
It is.
it actually...
Is it...
XLR makes chassis for other companies, and Bergara is one of them.
Correct.
I actually just talked to the guys at XLR 2 days ago. Yesterday, actually. I actually have another XLR coming in, so I'm looking forward to putting that on something. I am going to put the Voodoo in the V22. The Voodoo is actually going in an XLR chassis. It's going to be a full-on
Play-Doh
large-scale rifle. Now, this is one thing I want to talk about real quick, because this is something that I learned talking to some guys that do a lot of this NRL 22 type match. So if you get a Voodoo, you're getting a large 100% X-Ring's wife picked his shirt. Skunk Cake, absolutely not. This is actually a Patagonia that I've had for a couple years. If you've been watching the channel for 2 years, you've probably seen it for 2 years. I'm old school. I don't throw away stuff. It's very comfortable, and it's an old man shirt is what it is.
Night, Scribble. Have a good night, buddy.
We'll see you, Scribble. So I was actually cautioned on shooting a Voodoo, believe it or not. I was told that having a large Remington 700 based action with the large magazines that are $100 and something, with a large chassis, although it's a great training tool, it can be kind of cumbersome. Okay, you can get the balance right on it, but you know, a lot of people told me the 457 and something like, you know, an MPA chassis might be a better option, you know, or just ordering an MPA. You can get an MPA and an MPA chassis with a CZ457 action with a, what do they do, a Bartlein barrel for $1,600–1,700. So it's something to think about, is that size. It's the whole bolt, the whole action and everything else. But I think the Voodoo is the way to go for me, so.
What's nice about the Voodoo, and one of the reasons why I always wanted to get one, was I like when you're going from shooting a 6 Creedmoor and now you're shooting a 22 long rifle match. Everything is consistently the same. So a 22 long rifle.
It's called the Van Gogh.
The Van Gogh, I like it. Has the exact same mag, but it's just coming out of right here. So getting used to doing a mag change or whatever, being able to use the same mag pouches.
You're talking about continuity between your PRS gun and a rimfire being the same.
I am.
That's what he's talking about. Yes, the XLR is alloy. It is full machined material. It's not a composite.
Can you get a barreled CZ457 action? Yeah.
Otter says, I look fine. I appreciate it. She don't want the ladies looking at you. That's right. That's why I wear this old man shirt.
We ain't got time for that. We're too busy shooting. Be looking for no ladies.
Talking Rock says he still shoots a 452 CZ. Can you get a barreled CZ 457 action? I don't know. You might be able to get it from a dealer that has one, but I think for the most part, if you're going to get a CZ 457, you know, one of the things I don't like about the CZ 457 Precision Trainer that I reviewed was the inability to adjust the cheek riser. There isn't one. And on the Manor stock, I think they really missed the mark on that. Yeah, they do have one in a chassis system that might work a little better.
Yeah, we had a chance to shoot one, and you have to basically float your face up in order, at least with that optic and that height of sight he had on there. I didn't like it.
Yeah, CZ.
I mean, I love the rifle, but
45 Auto says he bought a CZ 455 3 months before 57 came out.
Oh, that's
and I hate that too.
Actually, I remember him saying that.
Yeah, 457. Honestly, they're very similar, but you know, just having the slab sides on that 457 does make it nicer. You know, that one I catch a lot of crap on that one that I shoot because they call it the Little Cricket. It's tiny.
It does. It's a kid's gun, basically. Is what it looks
like.
The
Little Cricket.
It's a the Little Cricket got third place though.
Yeah, it says, I tell you, the more I shoot my 22 RPRR, the more accurate it gets. And Todd, I believe it. You know, those are great little rifles for $400 or so. I think MSRP is $529 or something like that. But it's hard to beat. It will do pretty much everything you need it to do. You guys need to take a look at this. We're getting ready to show you. This RPR here, this Ruger Precision Rimfire, it's sitting on the floor, but he actually took some of the weights off of my XLR chassis.
I can't touch it due to stupid YouTube. So, what I will do is I'll go like this. So here's the XLR, the weights. You can see the weights on there. You got the Hawk Hills card, data card holder. This is the Vortex Diamond 6-24. Diamondback, sorry.
Baby got back.
Baby's got back. It's got the Atlas pipe on it. But that's what I'll be shooting for Saturday. So set up pretty well. The balance is really nice because that stuff all works. Motorboater says, man, that's sexy. It's a great rifle. Shoots awesome. Especially when especially when this is on there. I think it's time for me to buy a 22. John needs to buy a 22. Yeah, John, I think you should just go big on that one. A little late, but how's everybody doing? John Townley, thanks for showing up. Doing good. Ray's doing some administrative work.
No, I was looking because Otter, I've heard you mention this a couple times about the Victrix rifles.
Oh,
and I've not seen one.
He talked about it yesterday, I think.
I wasn't on your chat yesterday, but you know, I guess Cabela's carries them. Victrix Scorpio Centerfire rifle.
So, whoa, $5,700.
Oh, you know what? I do know this rifle. If this is the one you're talking about, I believe.
Let me see that.
Okay, and I could be wrong on this, but I think Victrix is all tied in with Beretta and that whole conglomerate there. If that's the case, then I know that's one heck of a rifle. But that's also a very expensive rifle. Like you said, $5,000 plus. No, it's not. I don't know. He says no, it's not.
It says $57.99, save $1,800. It's a $7,500 gun.
Okay,
that
so
is not
Victrix is Victrix. Okay, so
is that not it?
no, this is the one that I've seen, but I know somebody that shoots for Beretta that has one of these, and
That's
he
a
brought
carry
it.
handle,
He
huh?
brought it out to an event, and this Victrix is $5,800. So yeah, you're in the AI price point there. I'll do some research into it, but I've never seen one in the store. Now, guys, just keep in mind, Otter is in a different country, so.
Yeah. He's in Iceland.
Whoa, hold on. Okay, so Otter, if you say no, it's not, Victrix comes up on the Beretta website, okay? Like I said, I don't usually guess things. I will usually tell you if I know or if I don't know, but a good friend of mine is actually sponsored by Beretta, and he has that rifle, and it is a Victrix. So maybe they're doing some type of distributorship or something, but they would not be here on Beretta if they weren't owned by them.
Beretta owns like
Beretta, okay, if you guys aren't aware of this, that whole conglomerate, Beretta, owns Tika, they own Steiner, they own Burris. All of that is one big company. Yep, so Victrix is Beretta owned. So there we go. There's the answer.
They own a ton more than that.
Yeah,
too.
they own a whole lot more than that too, but that's just what it is. Do you think Voodoo
Beretta?
would have improved your results in the past match? Brian Duchesne, you know, I don't know. That was my first time ever shooting a Rimfire PRS match. I was happy with third.
I know the answer to this.
Probably not, but I would feel better. I don't know.
No, that's not the answer.
I would love to have you guys review my Bergara.
Bring
Thomas
it.
Roland.
He's local. Well, he's not local. He drives.
Okay, I would love to review your Bergara because I've never done one on the channel. However, one is supposed to be being sent to me. I think it is going to be the Bergara 22 first, and then they have a precision centerfire rifle that they're going to send me. So this is something that's in the works, but okay, I'm going to just tell you guys the way it is. There's only so many hours in a day, and I do get a lot of emails from companies wanting me to review their products. I've told you guys before,
Hey, Todd.
I'm not a shill. I'll review a product, but I'm not going to say great things about it if I don't like it.
That's right.
So they asked me to review it. I said I'll review it, but it's going to be my honest review. So if there's something I don't like, I'm just going to flat out say I don't like it. It's just what it is. And I would expect that from everybody. That's what we do, yeah. So
it sucks, I'll tell you.
my big thing is I can't work off anyone's timeline. If the guy sends me a rifle, if it's 2 months before I get to it, then unfortunately it's 2 months before I get to it, especially with this bag project going. But yeah, I would love to review
Ray's
more.
been super busy with
Yeah, it's been
that
crazy.
project. Trust me, he's cutting into my shooting time.
You're doing all this stuff.
I am. I'm almost done with this damn project.
But once it's done, it'll be really, really nice. Let me catch up really quickly here on some of these videos.
I had to sit down, everybody, so I'm shorter than Ray. I'm sitting on a different style chair, but my ass needs to sit. I need to take a break. There's a lot of fun stuff going on between his new product line coming out, the whole studio and reloading room. There's a lot of stuff going on between the two of us, so it's working out good. It's coming along, but it's slow. There we are. The hat winner says.
Yeah, Otter
I saw
says
some
it's
recent-
Italian made, so yeah, it's Italian made, owned by Beretta, I'm
Seems
sure.
there's not that much difference between 18 to 22 inches. Supposedly, Andrew, if we're talking 22 long rifle, the perfect barrel length is between 18 and 20 inches.
Correct.
So there's a point where the bullet is running through the barrel where now it is no longer gaining velocity, but it's actually slowing down. And that is right at 20 inches. So you want to be, this is just what I heard. I'm not an expert of any sort, but 18 and 20 inches is like the perfect, what they would consider prime length of barrel. Heads up, barking spiders. No barking spiders yet. Did you find a solution for your case feeder?
You know, Daniel, I'm not going to say what you just typed, but I almost did a minute ago just because.
Pay
man.
me back, sheesh.
Yeah,
I'm like way in the. I owe a lot of those in Kansas in Dallas a couple weeks ago. Went to the Beretta store. 40,000 Seiko rifle was impressive. I think the 375 H&H. You guys in your buckets.
All right, we'll see you, Joaquin. Thanks for joining in tonight.
Joaquin, have a great one. So many. Ray, how many houses do you have met up so
I think
far?
he's talking about the bags. I don't know what he means by houses, but anyway, if you have any other questions before we get out of here, go ahead and ask, and we'll do our best to answer them. But I just really wanted to. I'm a guest of Rick's tonight, and I just wanted to be able to answer some questions about all the shooting stuff we're doing and how much fun we're having.
We
with it.
actually got quite a few on here still. Appreciate for some of you guys that haven't shown up to the channel. Hopefully you guys enjoyed tonight's chat. A lot of them are like this, so if you get a chance, subscribe. We do a lot of live chats, and this is kind of where Ray lets go, has some fun, kind of gets away from the instructional teacher side of things, and has a little bit more fun. So definitely,
Motor Butter, you're killing me.
but definitely subscribe to the channel. Appreciate it.
Oh, you didn't got to end it. Like I said,
No, I'm not ending.
I
I'm trying
get some ice for my Diet
Speaking
Coke.
of butt wipers, no exhaust fans in the man cave. Yeah, that could ruin some things down here for sure. Let's see. Ray, do you plan to sell the fabric QDs to other fabric
At this point,
manufacturers?
No, not at this point.
So far, that's a no. K24, how you doing? Rockin' chat, he says. I appreciate that. A lot of fun in here. Let's see. There has got to be a way to harness the sulfur gases from our farts for gunpowder. Man, I tell you what, Ray would never run out of ammo. Let's see. All right. Brian Duchesne, Ray, do you plan to... Motor boater. What else is going on before we get out of here? We're at 82 minutes. It goes by so fast. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the night. Andy, before I forget, maybe you already have, send me an email at isyour6covered@gmail.com so I can get the hat sent out. And just put on their black precision hat so I remember which one it is. How did you do on the 22 match? That's going to be this Saturday, Brian, so it hasn't happened yet. You going to design a bipod? Nothing in the works. Haven't heard anything. Can you put a clock on the wall that runs backwards? If you send me a clock that runs backwards, DW, I'll put it on the wall. Anybody that's worked in here, that's helped work, like John Kreideman, I'm having him sign the wall. Let's see. You going to design? Okay, I got that one already. Get any good tea recipes? 3 crowns. No, the only one I got was from DW, and it was a freaking joke. It was 1 tea bag, 1 cup of. If you guys are new to the channel, I drink a ton of sweet tea. Yes, I know it's probably not good for you, but it is what it is. And tonight is actually sponsored by one of my favorites, Pure Leaf Sweet Tea, Bojangles, a couple of the other ones. And That's what it is. That's right. 45 Auto tricked me. So it said tea recipe. I get on there, click on there, and all that stuff. And I look at it, and it was a damn joke. It was basically 8 pounds of sugar, 1 cup of water, and 4 ice cubes in a tea bag. So it is what it is. Hopefully you guys had a great time. For those of you that are new, like again, appreciate you showing up. It was definitely a fun time. Hopefully you guys learned something. And with that said, we are going to get out of here. You guys take care. Have a safe night. Shut your ass, fool. And see you guys on the next one. And yeah, just subscribe. Appreciate it. Thank you, everybody.